So, um, that was a movie. uh, I all of the videos that I see on YouTube are trashing the 2021 Cinderella. And it's not a good movie. Like, disclaimer, not a good movie. Not good at all. But, like, playing devil's advocate, there were good parts. um it kind of reminds me of not the original Hairspray, but the remake of Hairspray, where it has good parts, but is just a watered down version of the original Hairspray. So like this, it was sort of like Cinderella meets Glee, in that you're not gonna like this if you hate Glee. You're not going to like this if you hate musicals in general. Like, when I was trying to explain it to my brother and my cousin, the movie, I flat out said, you guys probably won't like this, but I feel like it's something that if someone were to say, let's watch this, I would totally be down. And that's really just because of a few key factors, which were, I would say, the What a Man and the ball scene, the music of it, and then the Dream Girls. That made the movie. That saved the movie. That made it from a movie that was kind of like tempted just to turn off to a movie that was actually salvageable. Honestly, I would watch that scene again and again, because Idina Menzel, fucking goddess. My god. But it's not a good movie. It's really not a good movie. If you really want to it feels like a movie that just deserves a highlight reel, like to show the highlights. Like, there were good things about it, and there were things that were just okay, but then there was things that was just, oh, why'd you do that? In particular, cut out the mice. Just send in the cats, not the cats, but cats. Send those in. Get rid of them. You don't need them. You don't need CGI mice. You don't need them to turn into James Corden. Oh god, and that scene where, just in general, I think the mice were just, they were trying to be funny, but it's the same. It would be like me trying to be funny. I'm not funny. I'm not hilarious. I accidentally stumble into jokes, but when it comes to actually like making a joke, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Cut them out. And then cut out like a couple songs. Like the opening scene, I think you could cut it down a little bit. Like, you don't need the entire Rhythm Nation song in there. I think you could have cut that down a little. I'm not sure how long the movie is, but the opening scene was a scene that kind of made me want to shut off the movie before I even watched it. So cut that down a little. Like, I think when you introduce Camila in there, that's when you should start it. Like, you introduce her and you're like, yeah, this is a little Poppy. I didn't even know it was a part of the song, and then it goes into that. I think you should start with her, and then you could end with the rest of the Rhythm Nation song. Like, I think that would be a good way to go. Also, that brooch that she had when she was making the dress. I don't want to be mean, because, like, maybe some other people thought that that dress was pretty, but I think that dress, it looked like something that you would buy at, it looked like dollar store princess dresses, like for the dolls that are supposed to be ripoffs of Disney movies. So ugly, just really ugly. And like, yeah, follow your dreams, but and that's another thing too. Like, she got credit for making that dress, but technically her ball gown was made by magic though. Like, that's kind of that seems a little, like, as someone who's an artist, that seems a little iffy. Like, you designed it, but you didn't sew it. So you saying that you made it is a little, At least give the fairy godmother some credit. Who, by the way, also another saving grace of the movie. I feel like Billy, he owned the role. Yeah, I can't talk. He owned it. Like, he was another reason that if he wasn't in it, it wouldn't be as good. Like, I bet you those execs were just like itching to put James Corden as the fairy godmother, because they love James Corden. They love him so much. And I could picture it too, him being the fairy godmother, because they gotta put him in there somewhere. If it's a musical, James Corden must be in there, because God forbid we do not put James Corden in a musical movie. He's a good singer. He's a really good singer, but I think he's overstayed his welcome in the musical community. And I don't want to say that because he seems like a nice guy for the most part. I don't really have any issues with him. I wish he'd stop trying to be funny. I say this as someone who's not funny at all. Overall, yeah, cut the mice. Cut some scenes. Cut the musical. Cut the humor in general down. Like, maybe hire someone who's actually a comedian to write some of the jokes, because most of, if not all of the jokes kind of fell flat. Again, this is coming from someone who laughs at dad jokes. Yeah, cut those. Cut out some of the songs, because when it gets to a point where someone who loves musicals is kind of annoyed that there's another song being queued up, that's when it's kind of getting to a point where, like, I was even kind of getting annoyed when they're, like, bringing up a Queen song, and I'm like, but this is Queen. I just, why are you singing again? Also, it just occurred to me that my air conditioner's on right now. Sorry you're hearing that. But yeah, cut out some of the songs, because a little bit too much singing. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are being really critical of this movie. I didn't even know this movie was happening until it came out on Prime, and I was like, okay, I got nothing to do today. So I don't know. I feel like for it being just like a summer musical, it's fine. It's not a masterpiece. It's not even good, but I wouldn't say it's the dumpster fire that people are making it out to be. Like, one of the reasons why I felt any kind of need to even talk about it was that I walked in to my parents' house, and my mom was watching Fox News, and yeah, they were talking about it, and I'm like, this seems like such a huge issue that you should be talking about when we, have all of these world issues. Yeah, it's not a good movie, but I've seen worse movies. I've seen worse movies, and obviously that is not a good review to even like say, yeah, we didn't we didn't make the one person out there trying to defend this thing say it's bad. But yeah, if you want just watch the highlight reel. Just watch the highlight reel. The Dream Girls, the ball scene, that's really good. The bibbidi bobbidi boo scene, the point where Billy's actually in it. They honestly should have just given him a bigger role. Also the relationship between Cinderella and the family in general, it was a little iffy, just in the fact that like it didn't feel like, I don't know, like necessarily that, I don't know, it was off. I think I have to think more about that, because I like the fact that Idina Menzel's character was, at least she gave a reason. Like, she gave a reason. This is why I want you to blah, 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 blah. And I love the twist where she discovers that it was Cinderella at the ball. Because, like, originally it's like, oh, yeah, why, how dare you? But, like, she got the love of the prince. Why would you be mad about that? Who cares if she's your stepdaughter? Like, own up to, get in there, get it. I love that. I think that's probably my favorite part. It's just Idina Menzel. Can we just watch the movie from Idina Menzel's perspective? That's what they should have done. They should have just given us an entire movie of her just owning the entire thing, because there was too few scenes with her in it, and she made this movie bearable. She kept this movie from being a complete dumpster fire, and Billy as well. Her and Billy, honestly, best characters in this entire film. I even liked the sister of the prince, Gwen. I liked her too. I thought she was annoying for being a younger sister, and she played the role pretty well. I thought she did good. Prince, he gets a, I don't know, a C. I give him a C. Camila, I would give her a C plus. I was going to give her a B minus, but that one scene where she duets herself, they should have reshot that. That was a bit rough. Also, I don't know, the way she was singing in the entire film, I feel like, I don't know, I've heard her sing better. But yeah, I give her a C plus. Minnie, she did good. I thought she did good, but like the relationship between her and the king, it was there. It existed. I think if they really wanted to drive the scene where like she wanted more agency and all of that, they maybe should have worked on that a little bit, because it wasn't until like halfway through that I really even like, oh, okay, so this is her thing, wants and desires. But yeah, the Dream Girl scene, my favorite. Yeah, I don't recommend the movie, but like if you're bored, watch it. It's pretty good for something to watch when you're bored.